Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on HermannsHausen. This by Beemer. It is 362.98 megabytes download. There are no required mods to download. And as far as the build mode goes, the only thing I could really find that stood out was under painting. Got these two textures at the bottom here, flagstones and plates. And then under plants, that's all there is. Just the meadow textured grass, nothing else. Everything else is standard. Now, with that comes a warning, I guess, of sorts. A lot of the animal pens and buildings are custom. They've been put in and customised to fit the map. And it does say it is based on the original Poland map. The map is fictitious, but based on the original. So a lot of stuff is Polish and it's been converted with Polish signs and that kind of stuff. If you remove any of it, some of it is not available in build mode to put back. So that's something just to be aware of. The map is also not without a couple of issues, which we'll see as we go around. I'm assuming it's going to get an update, but we shall see. We're going to start off just here with sleep and wardrobe trigger. Just over here. I like the way this is integrated, I have to say. This is the big farmer's kiosk. I haven't found the big farmer yet. It's about somewhere. I know I've done that joke before. Anyway, putting into it is done there. But what's cool is the way it's been built into the wall is that people can then buy from the kiosk from the outside. That's cool. I like that. Very neat indeed. Oh, actually, we should look at the map, shouldn't we? The map then looks like this. We're not quite an island. I mean, this could go off anywhere, don't know, but we are sticking out into the ocean. Let's just say that for the time being. We do have a railway, and the railway goes to Erlengratt, and it comes, well, I say it comes in this way and goes out that way. We're still having problems with the trains, the network, not specific to this map, just in general. We've got a couple of rent train points. I rented the train. The train was going this way. Then it stopped. It went that way. And when it came back past, I thought, oh, here it comes, it's going to slow down. Nope. Went hooning past the station, just carried on going. So, yeah, bit of a weird one. But it does go to Erlengratt, that's where the train goes. And as far as field and plot prices go, they're not too expensive, actually. As you can see, for the size they are. Actually, let's go across to... let's go to farmland. There we go. Yeah. Not too expensive, as you can see. The forestry areas are in small plots. You haven't got to buy big chunks of forestry, but you can't buy everything. Only these bits here that are sort of darkened, you can see where the areas are. When you buy productions or sell points, if you buy them, like that one for example is biomass heating plant. Actually, I'm not sure if we can buy that. Can we? It's just a sell point. You do get the land. With the productions, you do get the land when you buy them. So any of these plots, like this one, when you buy the production, you get the plot that's on it. That plot is separate to the production plot. But we'll see that as we go around. So I have taken the liberty of putting some money in because we're going to need that as we go around. Now, on New Farmer, we do start with the main farm here. There is one farm on the map. This field here and this field here. Now, this farm here, if you come onto your farm manager and start from scratch and you're trying to work out where how would you buy this, it's actually linked to field 1. So for 199,512 you get field 1 and you get that farm plot as well. Slot count on all 3 game modes is the same. It's 1,140, so you start with all the same stuff, you start with all the same equipment and machinery, but you just don't own the land. There are 2 greenhouses over there as well, which are showing in the productions now on New Farmer. They will show on Farm Manager and start from scratch once you buy the land. Now, what I did do was remove the buildings and stuff on here and the equipment and machinery. I got the slot count down to 1,058. But again, as with buying productions, if you buy the productions and you get the land, you can sell most of the production buildings, but it will leave some decorative items behind. For example, here at the main farm, it leaves sections of wall behind that I couldn't remove. There was some fencing over to the side it left behind. I couldn't remove either. So again, if you're going to do anything like that, save your game first. Do what you're going to do. If it doesn't work out how you thought it was going to, you can always come back out again and go back to your previous save. So anyway, that's the big farmer's kiosk there. Sleep and wardrobe trigger. We come across the way just here. Open up our barns. Like so. You'll see in here we've got a class with a weight, we've got a sprayer on the back of there. There's not a lot of start equipment, I will say that. This is for our sheep pen. Again, I think that's a modded one. Again, it's not showing in the build mode as an option for that. But that's your manure heap. So when you come to get it, you've got a manure heap thing there. So our sheep pen just out to the side. Slurry point is there as well. We have got here 35 sheep. The silo, as far as I can tell, again, it's modded. I think it's the 100,000 litre one. Because if we go into our build mode again, like I say, there's not anything in here. We come down our silos, you'll see there's nothing showing in silos as modded, but it looks like that one. If we put that next to it, but this one, we don't have the option to change colour or anything like that. So I'm assuming it's a modded version of that. Although, looking at the tip trigger for the grate, it's a lot bigger on the one that's here on the map. So I'm going to say 100,000 litres, potentially standard crop types. It just suddenly dawned on me, I don't know if we've got a start trailer. Because I thought, oh, I'll just go and grab a trailer. We can see whether it's standard or multi-fruit. I'm imagining it's going to be standard. Like I say, there's nothing showing in mods as anything over and above. Right, if we come round the side here then, bale and pallet storage, 250 items, and this was the fencing that if you remove the building, it took away the brick wall as well. The fencing was kind of left in mid-air and I couldn't remove the fencing. So again, just be aware of it. Hayloft, base game standard, just there. Oh, there we go, trailer just there. I was just saying, I wasn't sure if we did. Header and header trailer, various different items of equipment and machinery. I'll go and grab a tractor in just a second and we'll double check that. When we come around the sides here, we've got our cows. This will hold 70. 2 silage clamps just there. There we go, double check that. Yep, 70. Shed space, X out onto the main road, which I'm going to be using in just a moment. Fire station, directly opposite. Should we have a bale fire or something, you know, that's quite handy. You can't buy the building or go into it. Again, it's one of those, it's frustrating when you've got, I've said it many times before, when you've got a map with loads of area and loads of space that you can't buy. I drove past as I was going around doing my prep thinking, oh, that looks really cool. And oh, that'd be amazing. You could put a sell point there, but the problem is you can't. I did kind of, I'm on farmland, so I'm clicking on, because usually, again, thanks HMG, if you click on it, will come up somewhere where the actual purchase point is, but it's not. So yeah, just something to be aware of. And then 2 large tarp greenhouses just here. Again, base game stuff, and then shed and storage space. I don't think, do we have anything else in here? This is where the Deutz-Fahr, I think, was tucked away in this one. There we go. There's our little Deutz-Fahr, which we're going to be using for our whiz around the map. I'm going to go and grab that trailer, and we're just going to double check that. Now, what I will say is next door is the biogas plant. The gates, it says open at 8 AM. It's 9 AM. I'm assuming with the time difference is what it is. So we've gone past 9 AM, and that will open. Now we've got a curiosity, shall we say that? An addition, which I think is quite cool. But there's potentially a second edition, and I'm not going to lie, I couldn't find the second edition. I'm being cryptic, it will make sense in just a moment. Let's double check this. So start filling. All the base game stuff and back to wheat again, yeah. So, as far as I can make out, base game standard stuff. There's a lot of really nice detail on this map, and like I say, it's that mild frustration of there's a lot of really cool detail in a lot of areas when your brain starts fizzing and you're thinking, oh, that'd be cool, you could put this here or that there, or there's a mod that would fit perfectly, but you know, but that doesn't detract from the fact it's a really nicely made map. Like I say, there are unfortunately still a couple of issues. So we come up, no, actually we need to be there, the gates are open. I'm thinking that's the farm. Just here is the biogas plant. It's one of the reasons I put some extra money in. It's the biogas plant. It's just under £1,000 to buy. And then there's this bit just over there. So if we swing around, we're over to the biogas plant. Now, like I say, at the moment, we don't own this plot of land. Once we purchase it, we will own the land. So buying the production, like that. Click on there. So we've got manure, silage, slurry and sugar beet. Fine. But our outgoing products, it says electric charge, methane, digestate and biomass. So biomass is an extra outgoing product that comes out. The biomass comes out over here. So I thought, oh, okay, that's cool. What can we do? What can we do with the biomass? Buzzing of flies there. You can sell it. So if we come into our menu there and we scroll down until we get to biomass, which is just there. Erlen Gratz, they'll buy it. Brilliant stuff. Very happy with that. But what you can also do, if we go into here, there are no additional vehicles or anything put in. If we go down to our manure spreaders, it shows there on the end after manure biomass. So you can use the biomass in your muck spreaders. Brilliant. But the first one there shows a different icon. And this is my quandary. It's going to be something obvious I've missed. I'm sure it is. If we come back out of there and go back to there again, if I keep going down till I find that item, I think it was under... There you go. C. Compost. But I can't work out how to make it. Or where to buy it. Or because I had a look around the map. I couldn't find anything. I thought maybe you make it in the silage clamps, maybe, but the silage clamps just show chaff and stuff. I'm not sure. It's showing compost there. Well, we know the biomass is there, so we can make that. That'll work in muck spreaders. Compost will. I thought maybe the greenhouses, but if we go and check on the, if we go into this menu and check on our greenhouses. There, it's not showing. We got outgoing products, chili peppers, garlic, yeah, all the stuff, and our recipes. If we go down each recipe, not one of them shows compost. And normally compost would be you'd be using it in the greenhouse, not as a byproduct coming out of the greenhouse. So yeah, I'm not sure. With that is my honest answer. I know it's a curious one, but it is what it is. Right. Let's carry on around the map, shall we? Up on our left-hand side there, we have got the supermarket. The supermarket sell point is just round behind the building. Again, I love the fact it's all bespoke. It's really made really nicely. You know, I don't want to be knocking it because it's quality. Tucked in here, we've got the bakery. Now again, I'm not going to show you all of the options for these because if we come up to the top there and go across, you'll see what's available on the map. You can see over to the right hand side the recipes. Dairy, grain mill, potato processing plant. I even went through all of these. Soup factory and spinnery. These are on the map, so I'm not going to buy them. What I will say is they are quite expensive. I might buy one and I'll show you that because you can remove most of them as well. So if you don't want these particular ones on, but again, be aware you might get decorative items left behind. Yeah, I went through most of this stuff and had a look. I couldn't find anything that's putting out compost as a byproduct. So I'll show you what I mean. See, bakeries, you know, they're normally fairly pricey, but 380 grand. Let's buy that. If I go into build mode now and go to that, and it comes up that, and it says, do you want to sell the bakery? Yes. Sold, and it's gone. So, but click on these. Can't get rid of the gates. Can't get rid of the lamps. So again, it's that thing of if I can fit something else in here, will that work? But having those gates just left on their own, it's not giving me the option to remove them. So yeah, it's a you can but you can't kind of thing. Just be aware of it is what I'm trying to say and have said a couple of times now. Right. Oh, hang on. I didn't show at the main farm, did I? There was a chicken pen. Sorry, there was a chicken pen for 55. I got to the greenhouses, went and grabbed the Deutzfahr, and then moved on. There's a little chicken pen there for 55 chickens. Slurry buy point just here. Manure heap buy point just there. Actually, I'm wondering, is it worth me? I'm going to whiz back and grab the trailer. The animal dealer sell point is just there. Around the other side is the animal dealer bit. We'll get to in a minute. I'm going to just go and grab the trailer and bring it over here to the manure heap in case it gives us the option of manure heap or compost. I mean, I'm clutching at straws maybe, but I'll see in a second. Unfortunately, it was not to be. No, just manure. Around this side is your animal dealer point. So the sell point was around the other end of the building. The animal dealer point is just over there. I'm going to cut across the grass I don't know if this is a pedestrian access walkway or a trackway. Whoa, mind the bridge. There's a lot of detail like that. Like I say, it's really, in places, really picturesque. We've got a lot of areas, like I say, that we can't buy them. To our left we can. That's all big grass area which can be purchased. Come up across the way here. We've got the soup factory just over there, with the entrance just there. Be prepared. I'm going to click on it, not to buy just to show you the price. I think because you get the whole area, including the land and stuff like that, that's why the prices are up a little bit, I guess. And they are bespoke-ish buildings, I guess, as well. Yeah, 461. Let's go into build mode, actually. Go to our factories. Where's our potato processing? 360. Full, yeah. So you're getting the land around. It's a little bit more pricey than a base game one. But then with the potential to sell the stuff around it with the pre-mentioned caveat. So, let's get around the top of the map, shall we? It's not a massive map. It's, I would say, small to mid-sized machinery. You could probably get away with some big stuff. There's not a lot of fences and hedges and stuff in the way. It's fairly open plan. Again, that would be for you to decide what sort of equipment and machinery you want to put on here. So next up on our list is the grain mill, just here. Whoa! Got a bit of a drive out now. So from the grain mill we're heading out to the eastern side of the map, and this is where we've got just up here we've got a sawmill and a rent train point, and it's right next to this harbour area. And again, my brain's immediately, I thought I've missed a trick there. There should be a harbour sell point or something there maybe. So I thought, well, you know, at the end of the day you can put one in, can't you? This I like as well, the multiple tracks to go over. Now there's not trains that come across multiple tracks, but it adds that immersion to it. The train comes across this one. We've got a rent train point just over there, but again, I say, whatever's going on with the train systems at the moment, I cannot, on any map I've been on for a while, been able to get a train to stop, which is really frustrating. But the sawmill is just here. Again, it's base game sawmill stuff, but it's on here. When you buy the sawmill, let's go back to our map, you get this entire plot here. So I thought, oh, this concrete bit here then, out the back, you could then potentially put a sell point on here and have it as a harbour sell point if you wanted to. That would add a real, I mean, again, the detail on that, the shipping containers, I love it. I think it's very, very cool. It had a Spectacle Island vibe to it, I thought. I tried to place a couple of things along here, and I kept getting the message saying flattening failed. I then went across somewhere else on the map and it said the same thing, but then when I switched to a different placeable item it was fine. So I'm a little bit concerned, I'm not going to lie, whether you'll have better luck than I will. No, I haven't bought it, have I? I'm thinking of when I was doing my prep. Let me just buy the land. Of course it's all out here, isn't it? Maybe it'll work with some of the modded sell points and stuff like that. So if we buy it this, 764. Wowzers! Let's go back to there and pick that. Oh, it's okay, so let me do that. What did I try and place before? I tried to place something else and it just kept saying flattening failed. I was like, no, it can't do. It might have been a sell point I was trying to put in, I think. Because I thought, well, a sell point would be obvious here, wouldn't it? What did I try and put in? I think it might have just been a small farmer's kiosk. Yeah. Oh, no. There we go. I found a spot. Okay. So, yeah. As far as putting a sell point or something in, making this a harbour sell point, why not? Name it harbour sell point. Call it whatever you want. Your own name as the harbour. Even down to that, look, the lifeboat on the side of it. It's very cool. Like I said, there's just those few frustrating, niggly little bits. We haven't got to them yet, but you'll see in just a moment. Right, so from here. We're continuing south down the eastern side of the map. A map tour when I haven't pulled out in front of a vehicle? What's wrong with me? So all the way down here, we're going to come to Gportal East and rent train. Now basically Gportal East, it's a transfer silo, it's a storage silo. You don't have to transfer stuff onto the train. If you get a contract come up, actually that's the point I was going to say, there are no custom crops, I didn't say that at the start, did I? And as far as contracts go, this might be the first map that we haven't had, or I haven't had yet, contracts plus. So I haven't had any log transportation contracts, I haven't had any rock breaking contracts, nothing like that. It's all been base game stuff: fertilizing, harvesting, hoeing, spraying. So whilst it is the newer contract system, it hasn't been the extra bits and bobs on here, which I was going to mention. So yeah, contracts are available. So if you get a contract that tells you you've got to sell by train, that can be an issue anyway if you can't stop the train. So make sure you check those contracts carefully before you take them on. Don't do what I do, see the amounts and think, oh, I'm going to take that one on, that's worth a fortune, then realise you can't actually get rid of the stuff. So yeah, bear it in mind. So here's your Gportal East. So that's what I'm saying. This is a transfer silo from road to train, or train to road if you want to do that. In and out, done there. Now I'm assuming, because that's not showing, is that a bale sell point? Wow, that's what is that? Yeah, that's, oh yeah, that's not good, is it? That's the I can see the bale underneath it. Ooh, don't know what's happened there. Conversion over maybe to console potentially. Sometimes it happens. So you got in and out for here for your train as well, and your rent train point just there. Like I say, I'm not going to click on it because the train won't stop. So it seems a bit pointless to me. Now we've got a little bit of a drive, and then we've got I'll show you on the map. So from here we're going to come down here, and then out. The train goes out there across this bridge and then goes off the map, or comes in, depends which way it decides to go. We've got plot 79 out here, which is kind of a field, open grass area, a bit of trees and stuff on there, because initially I went to go out there and thought, oh, I've made a mistake, there's nothing out there, is there? But there is, there's a field out there, or there's a plot out there. But you watch it work now, you can't actually get to it. So this is what I was talking about. It's I had a message from Richard, thank you Richard for reaching out, who'd mentioned something else to me, which I'll show you later on, and hopefully it doesn't cause too much of an issue. I'm leaving it right to the very end. And as I received his message, I'd literally just gone across the bridge and gone, there you go, look, so it's coming in there. So when I clicked rent train before, it stopped and then backed off the map, and I couldn't work out why. But there it goes. Maybe you can jump on it. Like Great Train Robbery or something like that. Oh, I've just noticed that. There's a few clunky bits, aren't there? It is so frustrating because there's so much of it is really, really nice. Right, so prepare yourselves and don't approach this too quickly, because now weirdly you can use the footbridge. Even the car's just gone under it. Yeah, so what's that one doing coming the other way? Can we go on this side? No. That's very strange. Anyway, yeah, so there's no... Now, which is fine if you don't ever want to use this field out there. You don't have to come out this way at all if you don't want to. So it's not an issue if you're never going to use that, but it's that thing of... you know... And I don't want people to be really overly negative, and you know, when I say stuff, I'm picking out all the positives, I'm talking about the positives as well, and people get quite cross and angry, and you know, It's frustrating it happens, but it is what it is. Right, turning coming up on our left, we have got the biomass heating plant, which is out this way. We'll take a look out there. It is a sell point. We have had maps previously, well, on FS22, not on 20 he said 26, on 25 yet, where you can have biomass plants as a production, but this is a sell point. Now this was showing that the land could be purchased, but I don't see how, because it's showing here, look, as dark. If I buy plot 80, no, how do I buy that plot? Because the biomass heating plant is not, it's not purchasable because it's not a production. So I'm not sure with that. That's a curiosity as well, isn't it? So I don't suppose you can buy that land. Okay. From the biomass heating plant then, we're going to run around the bottom of the map through all the foresty bit. The forest area. Now as you can see, whilst there are these large, there's a large forest area broken up into small chunks, not all of it is harvestable. I mean, it's all cuttable and harvestable, but with what I mean by that is with a tree harvester, you know, you're straight up and down pine trees, spruce, fir type, you know. There are some mixing amongst there, but you've got a real mixed bag of forestry. If you're feeling fruity and you want to give it a go, but there's a fair bit of forestry to be done. So I'll carry on around the bottom. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be out the other side in just a moment, out into some more farmland. Again, it's that thing, if forestry's not your thing, that's fine. Don't worry about it. No one's forcing you. It's one of those funny things. I'm doing the vehicle shop last, and you'll see why I'm doing the vehicle shop last. I mean, I could have bought something from the main menu. Actually, thinking about it, I would have been faster if I'd have got a pickup, and we could have got round a bit quicker. But so. Mind the crossing for pedestrians. We're alright. To our left, farmer's market sell point and a lime station. Just tucked in behind the trees there. Come a bit further up here. We've got the dairy. Just there. Turning after the dairy, we come out to the potato processing plant. Hang on, what was I at before? Oh, soup factory. I was looking at the wrong thing, wasn't I? When I said about the prices and I went to check the price for the potato processing, we were at the soup factory. Never mind, potato processing plant is here. Then we carry out along here, we come to the yacht club sell point. All the way out here. Again. Nice detail out here at the yacht club. There aren't any collectibles actually. I did check in the menu to see. Whenever I'm going around maps, I'm always looking, thinking if there are collectibles, if I was hiding a collectible, where would I hide them? Which actually doesn't help very much if there's no collectibles on the map, does it really? Out from the yacht club, I'm going to cut across the grass in just a moment. Past the housing blocks just here. Actually, it probably doesn't matter, does it? I was going to say, let's cut around there. Just opposite. Of course, you come straight towards me. We've got a gas station with an electric charge point just here as well. So, gas station, electric charge point just there. This is just for fuel, it's not a sell point or anything like that. Come out of there. Oh, nearly. Nearly. So I went past that and thought, oh, sell point? No, just a building. Nice detailing on that. Spinnery on our right hand side, just there. Again. Oh no, I've just noticed that as well. That, oh no. The smoke isn't, there's not even chimneys there. I think the map might get an update. I'm just throwing it out there. I think it might get an update. So there's the spinnery. Lovely little park out to the left there. And then we're going to head round here, back past the farm, to the vehicle shop and workshop. So, I will save my recording in just a moment, just in case. Right, this is the reset point for the map as well. Workshop trigger is just there, and the vehicle shop trigger is just here. But be warned, it's a trap. It's designed to lure you in with the temptation of new machinery and equipment. Hang on just a moment. Hopefully this won't be catastrophic. So we come over to our vehicle point, vehicle shop, click in the menu to buy something. All very, you know, nothing sinister at the moment. We can look through our lovely coloured brochures, find what we want to buy. If we decide we don't want to, and then we go back. Oops. We are, yeah. But if I tab, I can tab back to my vehicles. Unfortunately for me, that's just the final nail in the coffin. For it's just, I hate doing this. I don't like when you do a map tour, and I don't want to end on a negative. I really don't. But there are a few things around as we go around which are a little bit, and it becomes a kind of compound thing, and that unfortunately, like I say, it might get an update and it will all be fixed, all be sorted, and no bother at all. Absolutely brilliant. It's got a lot of promise, I will say that, and as you know, as it goes, cool. I'm just going to double check something actually, especially as FS25 goes. It's the only map that Beamer's got on FS25. I'm trying to think, did I do any map tours for Beamer on FS22? Can't remember, but anyway. That is HermannsHausen by Beemer. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.